You can do sport.
What you see?
What, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Fuck Chelsea. Chelsea shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Chelsea.
Yes, people. Sorry. Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream on the channel. Oh boy, Chelsea Liverpool fans are going to get cooked. Well, you know what? I'm not joined by myself. I know the private chat's going crazy. I know it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But Manny, it's all jokes. Obviously, Hannah knows that it's all jokes, all banter. But I know, man. Let me start and then guess first, and then obviously we'll talk about his dead club first. Ryan, how are you, Ryan? Big up for joining.
Hello there. Yes, I'm all right. Thank you. Thanks for having me on. I'm all right. I hope you're well.
Yeah, no worries. I know. You know.
Yes. Up the Chelsea. Do a bet for Arsenal. I hope.
Yeah.
It's big right now. It's big. But hey, what can man do? It is what it is, like I said.
Yeah, obviously, Carlos Elliot, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just ready to smoke Chelsea Liverpool for their brilliant performances over the weekend. Obviously, with how Arsenal did. So, yeah.
Mason, MK, the Don, how you doing?
I'm good, bro.
Any message for Hannah?
I'm not gonna put it out there yet, man. I'm just gonna keep it cool because we ain't played you guys yet, and we're playing you at the weekend. So I'm gonna keep it chill. As Manny was saying, we gotta calm it down, and we do. Some Arsenal fans are gonna go ham. I just hope that don't come to bite us back in the fucking arse, man.
AFC Flair, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks, mate. What about you?
I'm alright, mate. Obviously, Chelsea lost, Liverpool lost. I'm loving life, man. I'm loving life. Co-host Manny, how you doing?
Yeah, good. I mean, life is good. Just been busy with doing quite a lot of stuff. It's also been raining quite heavily over here, and the worst part about heavy rain is that sometimes it affects your television signal. But I'm just glad it's today when there's no football on the telly. Evening, everyone, and hope you're all enjoying Halloween. I see the costumes are out in full force.
But yeah, we've still got two more guests. Hopefully, a third one that joins soon.
And let's take a small moment to congratulate Ryan on his amazing new look. Those glasses look brilliant.
All right.
Wait, Ollie, go on, Manny.
Yeah, just wanted to take a moment to congratulate Ryan on his amazing new look. Those glasses from Specsavers are absolute class.
Oh, thank you.
Big up
very much.
Specsavers.
Very nice.
But yeah, now we can start. Ollie, now you can speak. Go on, Ollie.
All right, now I was going to say two things, right? So obviously, on the isolate, and then if you tune into my stream at 7, I'm going to be drinking Prime at the start, so you can see my reaction. But yeah, thanks for having me on. Obviously, good one for Arsenal.
You might as well tell us what box.
Like Manny said, it is raining here as well. It's very heavily, so I had to run.
And
from
also,
the bus.
you know what? I'm
First day at
delighted
college.
to have a Brighton player. Brighton player plays right back. Tariq Land.
Go on.
How you doing? You right?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate.
Cool. Yeah. You know what?
What?
I mean, let's just start off, man. I mean, whoever wants to go full on that.
Hannah, go first.
Hannah, go on.
So,
Call out your players, Hannah. I want to hear it.
Okay. Potter, we got the lineup wrong. Sorry. Thiago Silva, 40 it was West Brom. 40 could pass like McTominay and Maguire, but it can't. 40 was Thiago Silva, 40 was Halloween, so he could dress up as
what did
Maguire.
I people saying Sui, by the way? I did not want to hear Sui.
Why did you say Sui? You shouldn't be saying you lost 4-1 and you're saying Sui.
Ollie.
Calm down.
We got people smash the like, subscribe, we got yourself.
No,
carry on. Yeah.
But yeah, the players just awful performance from us. Havertz is stinking the place up front, and Pulisic. If you were on my what South Africa vs India cricket watch long, you would have known I decided to do whenever I want to say shite or crap, it's now called Pulisic because he's garbage. Mount, he did all right. He was helping out the defense, but the midfield was open. Ruben Loftus-Cheek doesn't work in a D. Doesn't work as a DM. Ollie.
Ollie.
But yeah, Brighton they played well, and of course it had to be Trossard too.
Leandro Trossard.
Yeah.
Yes, with my fantasy team. Let's go.
Listen, for me, I'm gonna go second.
Yeah,
anyone can go out. I know you can smoke him, but for me, listen, Chelsea. Obviously they can forget about that. Oh, Trevor Chalobah undefeated. Being undefeated under Trevor Chalobah. For me, listen, I told everyone about Drake in the midfield, aka Loftus-Cheek. They got Drake in midfield, and for me, listen, Potter is stupid. They Cucurella left centre back again. I don't know what he understands that Cucurella plays shit as a left centre back, and he still plays him there. I don't know what Graham Potter's smoking, to be fair, but for me, Brighton played well. Obviously, like singing, you're getting sacked in the morning and all that. So I hope you like that. For me, Potter's, in my opinion, Potter deserves that, man, because you can't just leave Brighton when you're doing well. Obviously, I get it, big club, obviously, big money. So Potter, mate, you deserve that. Yeah. Power trip, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, who wants to go next and go at Hannah or go at Chelsea?
Me.
Go on, AFC Flair.
Hannah's out in the morning. Out in the morning. Yeah, obviously it was a good result for Brighton. They're going to be quite gassed with that one. Obviously they're used to getting draws most of the time. Let's be honest. So I think with that one they'll be quite delighted to get the 3 points. So absolute thrashing. Chelsea are awful. That's all I've got to say.
Mason, you wanna go next?
Yeah, man. I need to take this slide off a little bit because my breathing's getting fucking hell. I can actually see now. Basically, I know I'm not going to go too mad on you because obviously we've got to face you guys at the weekend, so that might come to bite me. But all I will say is Brighton masterclass, Graham Potter better than Arteta. Fuck off.
Yes.
As if he's better than Mikel Arteta. Yeah. As if. Prove otherwise now, bro. Hanno, bro, what are you telling me now?
Wait till the weekend. Wait till the weekend.
Combined
We're going to beat you at the weekend. Don't say wait.
Combined 11 is going to be jokes. Drake in the midfield, you can get him right out.
No, you can get out.
Great. Drake needs to wear a Chelsea shirt now to give them bad luck.
You guys are really not going to... I just hope, right. Also, may I just add this? Aubameyang's probably going to score against us at the weekend, no doubt, right?
No,
but what is he doing?
Don't say that, MK. Don't say that. Don't say
what is he doing?
Mason, I would be surprised if he scores against you because
what's
like
going on with Aubameyang, though? That curse of number 9.
He ain't scoring on Sunday.
Going.
He ain't scoring on Sunday.
Aubameyang.
He's a snake. Nothing but a snake. Uba's a snake. Uba's a snake. Uba's a snake.
But Hanno,
which one?
I just hope you don't go hiding on Sunday if we win, bro. I really do. I really hope you don't go hiding.
I won't because I can't say anything.
Don't go hiding, Hannah. Don't say your score.
Don't go hiding, bro. Look. When I put this mask back on, could this be Hanno, man? Do you want me to send you this mask if we whip your ass on Sunday, bro?
No, wait. Lamptey played against Chelsea, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
Hey,
he came off the bench. He came off the bench.
This is Abba right now. A ghost to himself, bro. A ghost to himself. Aubameyang.
I might just make a mark before.
Blood clot young, only good for Arsenal.
Obama fraud. Now he's at Chelsea.
Hammers, what's your thoughts?
Fraudulent.
Hang on, guys.
Remember,
Let's see Hammers' thoughts. Let's see Hammers' thoughts. Hammers, give us your thoughts.
Prime out.
Wait,
Prime out.
Do you have anything?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. That's probably the most deserved beating, man. Yeah, bro, what's going on, man? Yeah, man, that was the most deserved beating, bro. Potter got what he's coming.
Why did you remove me for that?
Funny, shush, man.
You're not allowed to cough over here, mate.
Yeah, you might have COVID and infect the rest of the group. Lucky I got this mask on, bro. You could have like diseased me up.
Yeah.
Stop muting my mic!
Stop
Oh my
shouting.
God.
Stop shouting.
Oh,
Calm
calm
down.
down, man.
Yeah, Hammer's
Yeah.
coming. Sorry.
But yeah, man, that was a deserved spanking, man. And not even just because it's Chelsea, but the way Potter just left that Brighton and that, what, especially when he had a good Brighton team as well. Yeah, so satisfying to watch. Chelsea were just woeful, to be honest, man. Like, yeah, never looked like winning ever. Like, all I have to really say, fam, to be honest.
Listen, Ollie, do you want to go next? Because I know you want to speak. You want to say something to Hanno.
Don't remove me again because I will literally.
Okay,
I will
Ollie,
literally
just
leave. But no, Hanno. Yes, Joel. Yo. No, Hanno needs to calm down a bit. He's still saying up the chuck. Bro, you lost 4-1 to Brighton. I know United lost. We'll beat Brighton. But we need to get down to the facts. We're going to beat you on Sunday, all right? It's going to be 3-1 Arsenal. Aubameyang might score. But there's no way that you are losing to us. We are top of the league. We've lost one, draw
No,
one.
winning.
Wait,
Correct.
you said no way you're losing.
Nothing but a
Okay,
win
what-
because
Okay, one thing I want to
Nelson's
say.
on fire. Jesus is on
Oh
fire.
my God,
Martinelli
mate.
always scores against you.
Who's that?
So get ready for Sunday. Another 2 losses on the bounce. You've lost to Leeds
Believe
this
you're
season.
Muslim. Calm down.
You've lost to Brighton. Oh, not happy Halloween. I hate Halloween.
Yo, who's that?
Okay, but Ollie,
That's Elliot.
you.
Oh, that's
you-
Elliot. He's got
okay,
like a money
fair-
voice.
Fair enough.
Elliot, you can take off. Yeah, take off. Yeah, take off.
Yeah.
Take it off, Elliot. Yeah.
Just before Elliot
Nah, leave it
goes,
on.
Ollie, you're saying, of course, was us going to beat us. I just want to remind you, this is the first game in about 2 years where you guys are on good form, aka great form,
Yeah.
going into
What?
a Chelsea game.
AKA great form, AKA amazing.
Hanno,
form. We've got
you're
one of the
chatting
best
rubbish,
forms in
mate.
the
Hold
Premier
on.
League.
Last year, didn't we slap
Okay,
you at
going
the bridge?
into a Chelsea game.
Didn't we slap you at the bridge last year? Yes or
Yeah,
no?
what did we?
Yeah,
what was the
but you
score?
went
What
from
was the
great
score?
form
What
going
was the
into
score?
that.
What was the score?
It was 4-2 Arsenal. Oh yeah, it was 4-2
Yeah, but you
Arsenal.
weren't
ref,
going.
you cut
Good
me
watching
weren't
10
going-
hard ball, Willie.
And that
10
was
hard ball.
also when we had a bad season.
Still a win. Still a win. Still a
Yeah.
win.
Joel,
And
Joel,
remember,
put it-
can I
Joel,
can I
bit
just
closer.
add this? Can I just add this, right? Remember who actually scored against you on that occasion, yeah? Twice. Eddie Nketiah. Yeah?
and Martinelli
A man
scored.
who doesn't see much of the ball
And
in this
they
moment
scored.
in time. Doesn't get on the pitch. Even I've dissed him. But he still scored against you lot.
2 goals, 2
Yeah.
goals. Into that.
And just
Okay.
remember that. Okay? So
But
no matter what piss
my
poor
point
form we were on last
is,
year, we still come
this
to the
is the
bridge and
first time
slapped
in a
you.
long time you are on great form
I
going
can't
into
wait for the
Chelsea
preview,
game.
Hanno,
That
because you're
makes
going to
no
get
difference.
smoked in
That
the
makes no
preview. There's no
difference.
way you're winning this game.
Hannah, surely that makes it worse for you, harder for you. We're
The
going
pressure's
around.
on you, Hanno.
Let Elliot
The
speak
pressure's
now.
on
Let Elliot
Chelsea.
or Joel speak now.
Okay, go on, Elliot.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Eddie Nketiah's
I feel like
career
Chelsea got
highlight,
robbed
but
this.
no trophy.
Oh my
Oh, sorry, Elliot,
God.
but can
Bro,
I just
he's-
reply to
why
this
is it-
comment?
He doesn't even start.
Can I
for
just
Arsenal.
reply to this? Hold on. Eddie Nketiah's career highlight, but no trophy. Didn't he win the trophy? Didn't he win the FA
Okay,
Cup?
Yeah,
so
FA
when
Cup,
they-
He's won the
Community
FA Cup.
Shield, so he
We're
has won a
10
trophy.
We're 10 points above Chelsea. You know.
Elliot,
Man
just go
City
on.
don't have
Yeah,
a youth
Elliot,
shield.
go.
Go on,
Yeah.
Elliot. Sorry, mate.
Okay, yeah. So
Go on,
obviously,
Elliot.
I feel like Chelsea got robbed this game as they did score majority of the goals, but obviously some of them are in the wrong net. So, you know, a bit unfortunate. So
Wait, let me just comment. Nketiah went from dishing out his mum's jollof rice to the Chelsea squad to dancing on your grave.
Eddie Nketiah is the man that has scored. Let's do it again.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
imagine
even better.
losing to Eddie Nketiah.
I love
Obviously, I
that
thought-
comment. I just love that comment. Big up, big up.
Possibly the worst striker in the Prem.
Yeah, the worst.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
Added Time
Scores 2
podcast
goals.
by any chance a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, he
Yep.
is.
Yeah, he's a Chelsea.
Yeah, I thought so. He's a bit salty with the old.
What do you think of
Nketiah, isn't
Uber at a time podcast? Oh, big up
Yo,
Manny.
Manny. For the money.
OMG FA Cup.
Yeah,
It's still,
boys.
still a trophy.
Oh
though.
my God,
Still a
FA
trophy.
Cup. Yeah, well, we've won more trophies than
It's a
Tottenham in the
trophy.
last 14
Wow,
years.
who we hang on? Who
They
did we
haven't
beat
won
in the final? Who did we beat in the
Who?
final? For the
Yeah, who did we beat in the final? We beat Chelsea.
Twice
Manny,
in the
just
final.
calm
Two
down.
finals. Two finals. Both
But
against
yeah,
Chelsea.
let's start off with
So-
Manny because obviously he had the power trip. So Manny, your thoughts on the Brighton Chelsea game?
Goodbye.
Yes. I will speak about that. I think we need to consider some, subplots there. It was obviously Graham Potter's return to Brighton, and you could see that the Brighton team were willing to show that they had moved on from their coach. There was a sort of a school of thought which said that Brighton would be fine because although the manager had left, the system in place was still very much intact. And it seems to me that De Zerbi is trying his best to continue along that system and make sure that the players are still the same, are still playing along the same system. They might have lost Cucurella, they might have lost Malpe, they might have lost Basuma, but they still have a fairly decent and a strong core. And they sort of proved that they were able to withstand whatever Chelsea threw at them. In stark contrast, it must be said that the performance of Chelsea reflected the rather muddled thinking, in my opinion, of Graham Potter, because it was as if when he made his team selection, he was, confused. He was trying to be too clever. He reminded me in many ways of Mikel Arteta when he played the false nine against Villarreal. And yes, I got that in there, so don't even think of coming at me, any of you Arteta fans. And yeah, and that selection where he put the ex-Brighton left back Cucurella on the left of a three-man back central defensive line, effectively having Sterling and Pulisic as wing backs. For me, that seemed muddled. It seemed clueless, and it was reflected in the performance where, quite frankly, the defending was rather clumsy. And certainly Cucurella did not have a happy return to the Amex Stadium because it was reflected in how he played. It was only, I think, when a few substitutions were made that Potter decided, you know what, might as well just try and go to something resembling a back four, that they looked a bit solid. And I actually want to sort of make it very clear. It reminds me of an Aesop fable where the moral is be very careful before you copy other people or try something different which you don't know. You got to stick to what you know. And of course, with the Manchester United connection, I will say, Oris, that even though with your 4-2-3-1 formation at Manchester United, you have suffered some poor defeats at Brentford and of course at Manchester City, Ten Hag has stuck to his system well,
and
stuck to what he knows.
Man, he's shouting out United's losses.
No, but I'm also complimenting Ten Hag for sticking to his guns and adopting the same formation, just making sure he gets the combination right.
Tottenham. You beat that shit Tottenham side in Hammers. What happened now? What's happened?
So in contrast to what Joel has said,
Where was Danny Welbeck?
Ten Hag.
Injured.
I'll come to Danny Welbeck. I believe he was injured.
No, I was just looking at the team and he wasn't in the team. I was just wondering where he was.
Then he must have been injured, Ollie. There's only one reason why a guy like him, who's that important, wouldn't
former
be
Arsenal
injured.
player.
So listen, Brighton were good value for their win, and De Zerbi.
Why are you worrying about Saka if you're a Chelsea fan?
Because he wants to look. They play Arsenal soon, Ollie.
Oh yeah.
Not as serious as they first.
Okay, guys, please, one at a time. Thank you very much indeed. Now, I will say that Brighton were good value for their win, and De Zerbi deservedly took all the plaudits, pun intended. As for Potter, well, he's now learning the hard way that, you've got to stick to what you know. You've got to stick to the formation that your players feel comfortable in. You've got to stick to a formation that you feel comfortable with. And none of this Potter out nonsense, because since he's come in, Chelsea's record in the Champions League this season improved. Before he came in, they had lost against Dinamo Zagreb, and their further participation in the competition looks unlikely. Now, of course, they've won, I think they had a draw. I think they won 3 of their next 4 games, drew 1, and now they're looking forward to qualify as top of the group. So obviously Potter's come in this season, in the middle of this season, it must be said, and has to work with the team. And he's still obviously going to try to, make sure he gets things right. And I believe he will get things right. And champion teams find a way to come.
Oh, was that another power cut?
Yeah.
Oh no, power trip again, Manny. No. Oh
No. I'm fine. It was just a small connection issue. Of course, no sooner did I think that Liverpool were back on track following their win over Manchester City. They end up going on to lose at Nottingham Forest and at home to Leeds. We will discuss the Leeds game later on. I guess it just goes to show that in the Premiership, obviously, predictions cannot really be taken as the gospel. I mean, Ollie will know. Whenever I predicted Arsenal would draw, they end up winning.
Every time
so
he predicts Arsenal draw, we literally win. Like he
yes,
predicted
thank
a draw
you
in
for
the Liverpool game, the Brentford game.
Yes. Thank you for confirming that, son. and so, as a segue, I will predict a draw between Chelsea and Liverpool as
draw
well.
1-1, and we're gonna win.
2-2.
You never know. You never know. So, listen, Chelsea obviously have a little bit of work to do, but of course they will bounce back. They look more than likely to bounce back with the squad they have. Of course, Reece James being injured will be a bit of a problem, and I think if Azpilicueta leaves, you will need to sign a new right back. I was perhaps thinking of Tariq Lamptey coming to Chelsea and reuniting with Potter.
Yeah.
The only problem is
I know. What are you saying about that?
The only problem is that people might consider Lamptey to be all pace and no poise, if you will.
Like Alexander Arnold.
That's a bit of a cheap shot. Lucky that there are no Liverpool fans in the stream. So obviously a lot of questions will need to be asked. But I think Potter's doing fine. He will definitely be given till the end of the season. And as for Brighton, let's see if they can continue to do as well as they can. Because again, Brighton is another team. They overachieve against big teams, but when it comes to teams that they should, in theory, be beating, they struggle. So let's not read too much into this. I think Chelsea will still recover and be fine. We haven't been defeated. I mean, we've had a defeat in the Premier League. We had a stutter against Southampton, and of course, that Europa League setback against PSV was terrible. This week's games will be crucial for Arsenal, but from a Chelsea point of view, just calm down, work on it, do what Ten Hag did against after the Brentford game. Work on everything, you'll recover.
Joe, man, obviously you've been quiet recently, but Joe, do you want to give any smoke to Chelsea or Hano?
I mean, obviously conceding 4-1 games isn't for everyone.
Even David?
United, Chelsea. I mean, obviously this is the first time we've gone into a Chelsea game on form and they're off form, but it doesn't make a difference. We're still, if we play how we've been playing recently, no, if we play like within the Forest game, I know it's only Forest. I can see us beating them 2-0, but obviously anything can happen because it's a derby. Chelsea quite I don't think it will happen, but Chelsea could easily beat us quite comfortably if we're not careful. Like Chelsea still good. They can still. Obviously, Aubameyang, he's probably destined to score a hat trick now, and on his return. But I can't watch the game. But
why can't you watch it? You're doing football or something?
No, I got my refereeing course.
Oh really? Joel's gonna be a referee.
I can't watch the Thursday game either, so I'm gonna miss 2 games.
Yeah, I probably can't as well.
Joel,
make sure
Joel
when you
as
become a
referee.
referee.
Joel, be a Premier League referee.
Joel's gonna help Arsenal to win the league. So
yeah, help Arsenal win the league. Everyone a red card in the other team.
For me, listen.
Joel is going to be the Anthony Taylor.
No, Arrest can be the manager and Joel can be the ref.
Manager of I'm not being manager of Chelsea.
Bro, you said you were doing a manager. No, not for Chelsea, for like any team.
Yeah, of course.
Because you're doing like a manager.
Manchester Derby.
Yeah, my course starts tomorrow, so respect me, guys, man. Come on, I'm better than Arteta already. But for me,
oh no,
I don't want to get to Hammers. I know you spoke about Chelsea, but are you concerned? Obviously, they lost to Brighton. Do you think that's a blip? Do you think they can bounce back from this game? Obviously, they got Arsenal next week.
I can't. I think they'll just get rolled over by Arsenal, man. It's gonna be too much for them, man. Like, if you're getting packed up that easily, bro, there is no hope. Like, legit.
It ain't easy. I know it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. But
I'm sorry,
yeah, who are not going to with Chelsea? Ryan, I think Ryan, are you there? All right, we'll move on to the next. We'll move on to the next game. That's fine.
Yeah, let's give Hannah a break.
Yeah, I know there's no Liverpool fans here, but Liverpool won. Leeds 2. Let me go first.
Come on, Leeds.
Let me go first. Hang on. All right. Let me just. I'm just gonna solo scream myself actually because you know what? I need to. Right. Quadruple. Apparently, they got the best team in the world, best goalkeeper in the world, best right back in the world. Van Dijk, yeah. Virgil van Dijk. Oh. Okay, Liverpool fans, calm down.
Alright, who's Virgil van Dijk? It's Virgil van Disney.
Yes, exactly. For me, as I said, you guys are not making top 4. You guys are not making top 4 unless you sack Klopp, or I don't know what you guys need to do. Get more midfielders. You guys are not getting top 4, and that's what you get, Klopp, for overhyping your squad, for overhyping your tactics, and you can play whatever style you want, mate. But lose to Leeds, that's how shit you are, mate. Because we don't lose to Leeds, mate. Because we're better than you guys. Arsenal don't lose to Leeds because they beat them. Chelsea, oh yeah, sorry, they lost to Leeds. Anyways,
Anthony Taylor's the referee for the Arsenal Chelsea game.
oh,
Come on, Anthony.
Oh, that's a sticky one still,
Oh
bro.
And
my
also-
days! He's gonna cost us another game. This is the
Yes, Hano's getting rattled. Hano's getting
Ah,
rattled.
piss off.
Oh, he wants to go
Hano's
next.
getting rattled.
He wants to go next on Liverpool.
I'll go next.
What's that, Joe?
I'll go
What's
last.
that?
Michael Oliver will be in charge of Arsenal's match against Chelsea.
Oh,
someone said,
Oh, Michael Oliver.
Someone said
Nah,
Anthony
that's
Taylor.
still an
I
Arsenal
had
one
Anthony Taylor.
guaranteed.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, same. I had Anthony Taylor.
But yeah, it was Michael Oliver. The early signs on the Saka ankle injury are encouraging. So it's positive, basically, yeah. But yeah, that's fine. I will read my DMs.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Virgil van der Klein and Trent Alexander-Ash. Who wants to go next on Liverpool?
I'll go next.
Go on, Joe.
Right. I'll go after Joe.
Oh, obviously Liverpool at the moment have been pretty shocking. They're like 9th or 10th in the league. Obviously, beat to Forest, Arsenal, Leeds recently. I think Klopp. There's no reason to get Klopp out. It's not Klopp's fault. The players' fault, and obviously injuries and stuff doesn't help. But it's mainly just the players. Like, it's not Klopp making Van Dijk not be able to defend and Trent not be able to defend and Gomez do that back pass. But obviously, I think it's not looking good for them. But maybe after the World Cup they can recover and get the top 4 spot. But we'll have to see.
100%. Ollie, you wanna go next? You can say it.
Yeah. So yeah, I went back to college saying as a Liverpool fan. He wasn't impressed with the result. They're not doing well at the moment. You know, they're 9th. They've been losing games like against Forest and Leeds, which games we've won and they should be winning. But no, I don't know where Liverpool fans, they still, like Chelsea fans, they keep losing and they're still happy. I don't get why they can be happy. They're a team that should be finishing in the top 4 and they're 9th. They're like 15 or 18 points behind Arsenal now.
Ollie, it's still early. It's still early.
Yeah, I know it's still early. Calm down. But you can't concede late on to Leeds. I was actually, because I'm an Arsenal fan, it was quite, funny for them to lose. And there's not really many people on the rest of to really support Liverpool. So
that's why they hide. Ollie, they hide.
Yeah, that's why they hide, because they don't win a game. Obviously, Salah back scoring after 1-0 down. I think it was an open goal, the first goal, I'm not sure. But the second one, man, what limbs in the away end. Like, they were crazy. The players off the bench going on the pitch. That's all I can really say about the game. Chelsea losing, Liverpool losing. It's just funny. I mean, I know it's early. Hano says it's early. But, we're top of the league. Chelsea are, 8th, 7th, Liverpool 9th. Literally, and even relegation is impossible to do. Obviously, at the start of the season, we were saying Bournemouth, who else? Nottingham Forest, all these teams. And now they're, Forest aren't doing well. Bournemouth are doing great. Fulham are doing great. All the teams we thought would go down. And even the top 4 is hard to predict. Arsenal top, Man City 2nd. We wouldn't have think we've got top 4. Tottenham 3rd. Even Newcastle in the top 4 now. It's crazy. So good win for Leeds. I don't know where they are on the table. They're quite lower down, but Liverpool need to start winning games, man. As Hannah said, it's very early on, but they just need to, start. You can't lose Nottingham Forest and Leeds in a row. If you're Liverpool, a team with Klopp, a team with Salah, Nunes, all these good players, you can't lose to Leeds. A lot of teams this season who are better or worse than Wolves have beaten Leeds. So, that's all I can say. Let other people speak, but I can't believe that they're 9th and they lost again. Well, obviously, they got Tottenham away next as well. Another challenge, probably one of their toughest games. And yeah, we'll have to see about Liverpool. We'll maybe next few weeks see how they're doing, but not doing well for Liverpool at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. Mason, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. really embarrassing for Liverpool at home at the big Anfield. You know, I'm just looking at the moment. Stormzy released, his song "Shut Up."
Oh yeah.
Right? He released that 7 years ago, and that's how long Klopp's career has been at Liverpool. As the song has got a little bit old, also as Klopp's
Flair
got a little bit old.
30-30.
So I do believe that Stormzy should carry on making music, but I do believe that Klopp should
He is
leave
making music.
Liverpool.
He's got a new song called Hide
He
and
is,
Seek.
he is. That's what I mean. So
Yeah, Hide and Seek
Klopp
and-
should also leave now.
He even
'cause
had
he's no
Mourinho in
longer
his video.
producing absolute banging football, etc. They were off against Forest last week, and they were definitely off against Leeds this week.
The fact that people thought we would lose them because they beat Liverpool.
Yeah, the thing with that, Liverpool fans have been silenced yet again, and as Ollie actually said, there hasn't been many Liverpool fans wanting to come on here. So yeah, that just proves that they're all going hiding now. But yeah, enough said, man. We ain't got to play those Muppets again. We beat them. We'll play them at Anfield next year. I'm happy.
Do you think we'll beat them at Anfield, MK?
We could, as long as we're on our game. They always seem to shine it up against the big sides, but I do feel like we should go there and get something out of the game if it's a point or a win.
Who's playing Expressions, by the way?
Sorry, I accidentally played it.
That's fine. Sorry, I will watch Expressions later. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he's funny.
I mean, he is funny, but listen, I think he gets too carried away. I'll get to Tottenham with
But
him
it's so
again.
funny when they lose. His reaction is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's very passionate, you know. Big up X,
Yeah,
though. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Listen, big up Expressions, man. 100%.
Yeah,
Big
he's
up
funny.
X for obviously.
Even though he supports the
your
wrong
club,
team.
bro.
What's
I
his
love
real
it when
name?
he's
What's his real
meltdown,
name?
man.
Is it
No
Expressions?
one knows, man. No one knows.
No one knows. Oh.
Guys, can you just listen to this one?
Who is that?
No,
Is that
like
in the
that.
chat?
Chelsea Expressions. Then Chelsea. But listen, I don't
It
want to get
doesn't say his
copyrighted.
real name.
I don't want to get copyright. No, it's not. He has a real name, but obviously he doesn't
Oh.
like saying it. Also, his brother has a real name, but yeah, I think Lee Gunner's his actual name, by the way. Mason should know him quite well, Lee Gunner, but we don't talk about him because
We don't talk about Lee Gunner.
we don't talk about him because
We don't talk about Lee
he
Gunner.
wants to call out Mason on his Instagram, but then as flipping stories, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably leave him till another day. At the end of the day, Lee Gunner, if you are watching this, mate, I'm sure these lot wouldn't mind you coming on here and finally facing me.
Manny, would you like to speak to Lee Gunner?
You know?
Good question. Listen, look, he's an acquired taste. He's a bit like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him. I will accept that I do agree with a lot of his views on Arsenal, but I'm not too sure as a human being he is necessarily very pleasant. I do watch his streams for the guests he has on, Kenny Ken and Jez Collins, with whom I've done a few streams myself. But look, I really don't want to get too much into it. I mean, sometimes he can be a little bit abrasive, but he does have some really good points, and I do agree with him on many issues. But let's not talk about him. And listen, as I said about the Liverpool Leeds game, it is early, but you know, it is alarming how a team that could raise their game against Manchester City could suddenly flounder horribly against Nottingham Forest and Leeds. So I don't know if it's necessarily a crisis of confidence. It's just a question of how several players, you know, are hyped over one good game and then they just lose their concentration. Joe Gomez, I'm going to call you out, son. You know, you had your chance to come into the defense and do quite well. You have one or two good games, but then you have what can be otherwise described as brain freezes.
Wait, who's Manny calling out?
Who's having the thing in the background? Because I can hear Manny's voice. So whoever's
That's
playing
not
in the
me.
background.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, it's me. Whoever's playing in the background.
It's not me.
All right, yeah, carry on, Manny. Sorry.
It's okay, good. So now hopefully now you can't hear that. So yeah. So it's a lack of concentration, really, and you know, they would improve their form and then they suddenly lose it. And I think we talk about how Liverpool need midfielders. Who's playing that, man? It's ridiculous.
I can't hear it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, but
I can't hear it. Who's playing it?
I can't hear it either.
It's not me.
Jamie.
trying to take the mickey, and I say cut it out.
I
But
can't hear
anyway,
it. I can't hear it.
I am literally
Hey,
not playing anything.
Carry on, sorry, Manny.
Anyway, all right.
Boys,
Boys, as long as nobody's doing it, as long as I can't hear it, fine.
Oh, Wes, don't mute me. It's not me.
Calm down.
Shh, don't shout, son. Calm
I'm
down.
not shouting.
Now, listen. Here's the thing. We talk about Liverpool's need for midfielders. It seems to me that they need some proper defenders, and all of the issues that seem to be plaguing Virgil van Dijk. I thought that they had gone, but now they've sort of come back again. And it seems to me again as though, I don't know if it's the start of players sort of catching wind of Klopp's supposed seventh season syndrome and starting to down tools. Whatever it is, the leadership seems to be lacking. And when you have a situation where the two senior most figures in the team are practically, on their last legs and have seen better days for both Liverpool and England, there needs to be some fresh blood in the team. Losing Mane wasn't too much of a blow necessarily because they did have enough to replace them, but it seems to me as though they need to have a bit of a review of the squad. As Hanno has said, it is still early. I still think that they will solve those problems and get back into form. Because look, I do seem to remember one season when they weren't doing too well, but then they went on a magnificent run, and I believe they went on to finish second. I don't think they went on to win the title, but we know that Liverpool can still bounce back, and they definitely have that ability. So they still have some problems, and they need to solve them, but I'm sure they will.
I think there's a question for you, Manny, here. Who do Liverpool need to sign in January to even have a chance for top four? I think they need to sign midfielders, in my opinion, but not everyone else.
But as I've said before, I think some defenders would be ideal, and it certainly doesn't help that very often they seem to have one player or another injured. Just when Andrew Robertson comes back into the team, Konate ends up getting injured, and that also weakens the defense somewhat. So Gomez has to come in. He has one good game and then one bad game. This is going to be the season when both Trent and Gomez will need to step up. If they can't perform, if they're unable to find any consistency, then I certainly wouldn't mind, either loaning out Joe Gomez or possibly saying, goodbye to Trent or loaning them out. But I certainly think some defensive cover would be useful. Another midfielder, a central midfielder, certainly. I think Henderson can't go on forever. Milner's also on his last legs. Fabinho and Thiago are not really their usual reliable selves. So as you said, Orest, a new midfielder would be good.
Yeah. What's everyone's thoughts? Hammers, what do you think, Hammers? Do you think they need a midfielder, attacker?
Yeah, they need new midfielders. Definitely for some new fullbacks. Attackers as well, right? They need to do a lot of work come January, man. If they want to stay, if they want a chance for top four, because right now they're just looking woeful. They just look completely unrecognizable from what they were last season, man. So yeah, man.
JPT says, "What's the story in League On?" And we will tell you guys later on. But yeah, for me, listen, Liverpool. I'm going to put that comment up because I agree with Ryan. He says, I think Liverpool needs a change manager for fresh ideas. I agree, man. Ryan, what's your thoughts on Liverpool's problems at the minute?
Yes, I think that Liverpool, we can all see that they're really struggling at the moment. And I think it's a mix of things, really. I think that defensively, like I said, they don't have the quality in there for me. I think, and also the midfield, it's just very weak, isn't it? And also, it seems like Klopp, obviously may need to move on, like I said, with this message, because Liverpool just need a new brand now. I think that they've had 7 years of this, and I just think they need a fresh change and fresh ideas to come with it. And I think that maybe that will lighten up, how Liverpool are performing. However, they still need a lot of reinforcements, I think, to get back to where they were. So yeah, it's hard to answer it, solely, but I think it's just a mix of problems going on at the moment that needs to be solved sooner rather than later. Because I said it at the start, I said it very early on that I don't think Liverpool will get in the top four. I really don't, because the signs are really, really worrying right now. And yeah, I think they're just a lot better sides in the league right now that will get ahead of him. So
Yeah, I was going to get on to talking about we'll wait for Hammers to join back, but 100%. He's back now. So, Hammers, can you hear us this time? Wait, hang on. Hammers, can you hear us?
Joe, okay, we know you're eating dinner.
Hammers? Okay, yeah, I don't think he can hear
I
us.
don't think Hammers.
Yeah, let me just tell him to refresh.
Looks quite appetizing, that meal.
Yeah, actually looks really, really nice, mate.
John, put in the private chat what you've got. What have you got?
Okay, Joe, just calm.
Is that curry? Is that curry?
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah, lovely bit of curry, nice
Oh, okay,
bit of
calm down.
rice.
It's the football stream, not a Gordon Ramsay stream.
Lovely,
You
lovely little bit of stuff.
Big up, realist, man, my guy. Yes, what's
Who's
up,
Realist United?
I know him, Ollie. It's fine. He's
He's
usually
clearly the realist United, isn't he?
Hopefully he doesn't.
Yeah, not fake.
Yeah, he's the realist.
He's on Hannah's comments as well. So yeah, big up to
Oh,
realist.
right.
But I knew him before. Hannah did because he's usually on.
Points there scored.
But nah, it's fine. Big up realist. They're doing well as always. But yeah, man, Tottenham 3. I know everyone's bored of Tottenham, but Tottenham 3, Bournemouth 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Mason, you can have that. You got the ice JJ.
Ice JJ Fish. What you want about?
So wait, United fans that really sorry for my guy. Big up to you. So obviously Tottenhon won 3-2. They were 2-0
Well
down.
done.
2-0 down, obviously. But for me, listen, I think it's a good win for Tottenham. But for going 2-0 down against Bournemouth, I think it's embarrassing, to be fair. But listen, good win for Conte. But the huge test is tomorrow. If they're gonna come to Europa League with us, or top of the group, that's gonna be so. Listen, I think everyone here is gonna watch the match. To be fair, so I'm watching that. Tottenham
When
game.
is it?
It's tomorrow, mate.
Tomorrow.
Who's it against and what time?
Tottenham against Marseille.
Marseille, e.g. Arsenal, Lone FC.
Oh yeah,
Tottenham,
Tavares,
Tottenham,
Sanchez, and
after Tottenham,
you know Nice as well. They're like ex-Arsenal FC, aren't they? They got Ramsey, they've got Socrates, they got Pepe.
After Tottenham mocking Arsenal for not getting top 4 for ages and ages, and then they drop into Europa League with us.
That'd be embarrassing.
That would be hilarious.
Chelsea though, they've got.
If we win the Champions League, we do better than them.
I did say to all Tottenham fans, you'll be in Europa League in January with us anyway, so we'll see. Hopefully.
Joe, but how did you know that the Europa League people come into the Champions League?
What?
Oh,
It's always been like that.
Is
No,
it?
it's every round.
No. They've only
Every
introduced
round.
it this
Every
season.
round. You got it wrong round.
It's always been
Europa League, Champions League coming to
It's
Europa
been
League.
always like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's always been Champions League coming to Europa League. Whoever finishes
Oh,
third.
right.
Yeah, third in the Champions League groups go into Europa League.
Which is
Yeah,
stupid.
Kolasinac plays for Marseille.
Third in the Champions League group should go out. They shouldn't go into Europa League. That's stupid.
Isn't Guendouzi.
But they passed.
It's
The
'cause
reason
of the
why they
weird
passed the
structure of the
Europa
Euro.
League is like the second, obviously, biggest competition after the
MK,
Champions
why
League.
do all the Arsenal players go to the French league?
Not a
Because
reason,
why
it's
not?
just-
Because we've got a lot of
Easy thing.
connections with France. We've got a lot of
Oh
connections.
yeah, we got a few French players. Yeah.
We've got a very lot of connections with France over the past few years as well, after years and years as well. Some of our big boy players are
Oh, MK.
Yeah.
Is MK okay?
a little connection problem.
Oh, there we go.
He's back.
Connection problem there.
Rita says Bond
It
Spurs.
must be raining
Yeah,
outside.
Bunch
The connection's rubbish.
Yeah. But
Yeah, it's
obviously,
raining.
Hammers is the name. But do you guys want to talk about Spurs when against Bournemouth? Elliot, do you want to speak about it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a bit annoyed how Bournemouth had that one slip, but you know what?
Sorry, my internet went now.
Tottenham. I always thought Tottenham were going to win this game anyway, so it's not a surprise really. But yeah, obviously, I hope Bournemouth are going to get the win. I see Bournemouth's my dad's team as well, so he's a bit annoyed with that performance. I mean, obviously they did well, Bournemouth. You can't lie. I mean, you know, go with what was it? Were they 2-0 or 2-1 up?
2-0.
That's 2-0. So, you know, that's pretty good going really for Bournemouth. Because I think recently they've not been doing too great. They had a good start, but recently they've definitely dropped in form. But obviously, Spurs, you know, they'll keep doing They'll keep doing well. I think. I can't lie and say that they're shit. Well, obviously they'll always be shit, but they're doing all right for now. Honestly, it'd be funny if say like they get knocked out the Champions League tomorrow and they join us a lot in the Europa League.
Yeah, 100%. Ryan, what's your thoughts on the Tottenham win against Bournemouth?
Yeah, I think how Tottenham came back from this, but from Bournemouth's perspective, I mean, to be 2-0 up, really, you've got to be seeing out this game, haven't you? I mean, it is really just frustrating for them. I don't really care.
Oh my!
That was Flair, man.
Flair.
No, but it's true. If you're 2-0 up, you shouldn't be losing the lead like that. And I think that, I know it's against Spurs, but yeah, Spurs obviously came back and got the win. But I like Bournemouth. I think that I'm hoping Bournemouth can stay up. But this result kind of I was surprised that they went 2-0 up. To be fair, but I still think that you're still going to see out that lead, like I said. But great to Spurs, they came back and great win for them. But yeah, Bournemouth will just have to regroup and go again next game and hopefully pick up some points in the next few games to recover from that.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Hannah, what's your thoughts?
Yes, me.
Yeah, Hannah. Yeah, you're the only Hannah.
That's your name, isn't it?
The only answer.
No, it
Oh,
was
I
Panos.
thought you said the Almonds. Yeah. Bournemouth, they got a Spursy change from Tottenham that game, and Porto did. But yeah, Spurs again. A worry for them is them only starting to play in like
Joel, delete that photo.
the last 30 to 20 minutes they start playing. That's a big concern for them. But they just need to improve on performances. January they need to get some signings in for Tottenham. Bournemouth, I think this is where they dip off for now. So yeah,
Yeah.
just
Obviously,
wish Bournemouth
Mason,
keep
I know.
the
I know you. Obviously, Spurs are not your favourite spot. Your thoughts on that? Well, obviously, I know they were 2-0 down, but your overall thoughts.
Yeah, the thing is with Bournemouth, they got 2-0 up, and I don't think they bottled it in many ways. I just think they just played so hard and fighted so much, like Paul's on the, you know what I mean? They just lost a bit of steam, if you know what I mean? And that's where Spurs sort of come in and got it. They can bring the other players in who they've got on the bench, which Bournemouth would definitely start the Spurs bench. And that's the difference. You've got squad depth, Spurs, and now you can make changes. Like Conte is very good at making these changes, and when it comes against these smaller clubs, Spurs can pull it back easy. And that's something which I was not surprised that they pulled it back, to be honest. When it went 2-1, I was thinking, you know what, I can see a Spurs comeback here. And it would have been more embarrassing for Spurs if they even drew that game than it would have been if they now won it. So all at the end of the day, they won it, they got the 3 points, and they're still in this, And that's where Arsenal fans, like myself as well, we've just got to wait and just keep on just seeing what they're doing, because they are a big, well, not big, they are a tough team to play when they want to be, So we've got to make sure that we don't get caught at that when we go to their shithole.
100%. Joe, what's your thoughts on the Tottenham win? Yeah.
I mean, obviously Bournemouth 2-0 up. I thought they'd won. I thought they won, but obviously Tottenham, as you sort of could have expected, came back. When it was 2-0, I still thought they could come back. We've seen that happen before. And obviously they did. So when it was 2-1, I was just going, come on, Bournemouth, just hold on to this lead. There's one job, just hold on to this 2-0 lead. And obviously they came back, so fair enough to Spurs. But going 2-0 down to Bournemouth is never a good sign, no matter what. Obviously, they rested Romero, and Jed Spence doesn't start a game this season. So I mean, Conte,
Conte out, man. Deji, remember Joe? Deji said he would want Deji out. I mean, not Deji. He would want Conte out and bring back Pochettino. Like, come on, man. Deji just.
I'd be Conte out if I was a Tottenham fan. The way he plays football is dreadful, and also he goes normally he'll go to a club. Normally he'll go to a club. He'll turn around straight away, win them a trophy, or do well with them. Then he'll leave them afterwards in a worse state than when he joined. Spurs are this way. If they keep
That's
him,
what we want.
yeah, he might win Spurs. He might win Spurs maybe a small trophy, or he might get them top 4. He'll leave them in a worse state than when he joined. If I'm Tottenham, I'm saying get rid now and get someone else in for the future instead, like a Graham Potter or an Arteta, someone that's going to stay there for years. Conte won't be there. Conte won't be there for more than... No, I'm saying someone like Arteta that's going to be there for years, like a project, like Ten Hag's doing now as well. Ten Hag, Arteta.
Respect him, man. Respect him. Respect.
You need someone like that.
He said eras come to an end, and you guys were laughing, all of that, saying, "Oh, what's he on about? He knows nothing." So, Joe, have that, mate, because you are the one.
I never said.
No, you was laughing when Ten Hag said eras come to an end.
No, I wasn't, because I said Liverpool's era could come to an end. It wasn't me. I wasn't laughing, but plus Man City's era has not come to an end. That won't be coming to an end.
Man City's era will come soon.
Not anytime soon, because look at how many players they've got. Look how many players. They're another 5 years at least.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Look at the squad there, man.
Did anyone predict this Liverpool right now? No one predicts. You never know what can happen to City. But let's move on quickly because I know Ollie's stream is about to begin in 10 minutes. So Arsenal 5, Nottingham Forest 0. We'll let the Arsenal fans go first. Manny, we'll start off with you, man. Your thoughts?
Game of two halves, really. I mean, we started the first half as well as we could, but we got a little bit sloppy. Sort of epitomized by an absolutely... I think someone's doing this to try and play a prank on me.
What?
I've learned to cope with it.
What are you talking about? There's no one's doing anything.
Who can actually hear it? Who can hear it?
I can't hear it.
That as well, now.
I can hear it.
I can't hear anything.
It's
Someone's
not me.
probably watching back the stream or something. I don't know.
It's not me. I can hear it, but I'm watching it.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I can't hear it as well.
But as I said, it was a game of two halves, and that errant back pass from Gabriel is another reminder of just how badly out of form he is. I mean, I had wanted to see Arteta make some changes, but at the end of the day, it didn't surprise me that he was going to stick with the same 11 that started against Southampton, even if it meant starting Tomiyasu at left back over Tierney. And again, it was the same 11. It meant Gabriel was back in the defence and making that mistake. I didn't actually see the first half of that match because I was doing a cricket stream with Hanno, big up to him. We're working together to provide coverage and analysis of the ongoing T20 Cricket World Cup. Great deal of fun, amazing games, and it was really good fun. But I was able to join for the second half, and the second half is when we turned on the style. That was when we displayed the clinicality, the maturity, and the confidence that we needed. And of course, once Reece Nelson scored his 2 goals and Partey had that corker, tweaking it like Thomas, if you will, and then even Captain Odegaard chipping in with a fine goal. All his goals so far have been scored against the newly promoted teams in the league. And it was as comprehensive a second half performance as you could expect, and we pretty much exposed the gap in class, it must be said, between Arsenal and Forest. And again, we can't get too gassed up about this because, look, despite their win over Liverpool, they overachieved. That was only their second win in the season. They've been diabolical. They've brought an entire squad of players and they haven't been able to gel. Several of those players have not even seen a single minute of game time in the Premiership under Cooper, and I know that several of them will be hopping mad. One of them, of course, being Wales's number 1, Wayne Hesse, who is craving first-team action.
Yes, come on, Hennessy.
He deserves to be given some game time over Henderson, who, makes a few saves but cannot command his defense and concedes 4, 5, or 6 goals in a match, sometimes 3, sometimes a bit more. Occasional saves. It's like Paul Robinson with Leeds all over again. Everyone hypes him up because he's young and English and the next best thing. Cry me a river, for heaven's sake. But Yeah, so Forest have problems, so we can't really gas ourselves up. The big test will be coming this week with the game against Zurich at the Emirates and the game against
That's not a
Chelsea at
test,
Stamford
Manny. We're
Bridge.
going to beat them.
Oh, it is a test, Ollie. Come
Yo,
on.
calm down, Ollie. You're
Let him speak. Let him speak. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why it is a test is because, we made it a test. We had one job
Oh yeah,
to
because we
go to
lost PSV. Yeah.
We had one job, which was to go to Eindhoven and show the same resolve and grit that we showed when we beat them 1-0 at the Emirates. We couldn't even do that. It was a game from which none of the players, with the possible exception of maybe Fabio Vieira, could hold their hands up and say they had a good game. Everyone was poor. And the situation is, Ollie, that if we fail to win and PSV win, they leapfrog us to top of the group.
That
and
won't
go
happen,
through
Manny.
straight.
That won't happen.
Oh, I admire your confidence, but listen, football is a funny old game, and so we can't afford to take Zurich lightly. We beat them 2-1. PSV smacked them 5-1 home
I'm pretty
and
sure
away.
we're 2 points clear though. So if we win, if they win
Yes,
a
Ollie. Yes, Ollie. The situation is we need to win. And we also want to get a result against Chelsea. And the reason why I'm predicting a 2-2 draw is because I do want us to win, because that will be a test of how we are evolving as a team. That will be another big test for us. So it's looking okay now for Arsenal. And hopefully the players who might feel as though they're hard done by will get more opportunities to prove themselves, still know that they have the complete confidence of the fans and the manager, and everything will be hunky-dory. I don't want to see any issues of disharmony creep up like they did last season with Aubameyang. We don't need to remind ourselves of all of that. And just keep up the performance. And as for the Reece Nelson thing, I know you guys are going to talk about that. Let's let him enjoy himself. Let's let him relish the
How old is he?
opportunities he gets. And I don't know how old he is. I'm going to have to look that up and tell you. Maybe the other Arsenal fans can tell.
I think he's
he might be
23.
about
He is.
22,
Oh,
23.
yeah. Please. Thank you. Let's not gas him up over this 2-goal performance.
No.
There have been several people who've been saying he's not good enough. We need to get rid of him. Let's let him enjoy some more opportunities with us. Let him develop. And if he does do well, then we should look to try and do whatever we can to get the best out of him. I don't want to see another Hale End boy have a promising start and fade away.
100%. Ollie, do you want to do it quickly before you set up for your own
Yeah.
stream?
So obviously, I have to set up for my stream in about 4 minutes. So obviously, where can we find you? I might delay it just in case, because obviously people are still here. But no, my thoughts on the game. I want to disagree with everything you said. First of all, good game. We got to think about the positives. Clean sheet, 5 goals. Nelson coming on, Martinelli getting the early goal. Almost everyone. Odegaard, apart from Jesus, getting the 2 assists. Then I want to move on to Thursday. Okay, you're saying it's a test. It's Zurich at home, mate. We can beat Zurich. I know we lost to PSV. It was a tough game, and it's at home. PSV can lose or win. If we win, it doesn't matter. We'll top
Remember
our group.
Olympiacos, Ollie?
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
Home to Zurich, you can't really ask for an easy win.
Home to Zurich, you can't ask for an easy win. We don't care. We do want to look at the PSV result, but hoping they lose. Even if we draw, we're through. We're 2 points, clear. Yeah, whatever. But no, moving on to the game. Obviously, good goal from Martinelli. Good, him scoring early as usual in the Liverpool game, obviously as well. Odegaard getting the goal. Nelson 2 goals and assists, great. Partey, what a goal as well. It's obviously still top of the league, and Chelsea is going to be another tough test to, hopefully could bring on the form. It kind of went pear-shaped when we drew to Southampton and lost to PSV, but we bounced back with a 5-0 win. I'm confident for Zurich. I think we'll beat Zurich and go to the next round, and we already are through to the next round, so we don't have to worry about that. And then obviously move to Chelsea, which we are going to win. Another thing Manny said as well, I do agree with him predicting the draw because we always win. But I do disagree with anyone saying about Aubameyang. Me and Joel know he's a snake. He went to the wrong side of London. He should have stayed at Barca, and he's not going to score against Arsenal.
He's a dead baller, man.
He's terrible.
You guys can't go.
He only left because he didn't like Arteta, and he had to go. So
Okay, Ollie, do you want to shout out where people can find you?
yeah, so obviously Digital Care on YouTube. I'm going live right now, so people get ready to join after this stream.
Can you delay it for a bit, by the way?
Yeah, I'll delay it for 5 minutes then. and I'll get the stream ready. I'll obviously be talking about the game. So yeah, you should go on YouTube. Recently over 1K, got a stream at about. I'll delay it for 5 minutes and let people join. And then obviously, yeah, you can find me on Instagram talking about Arsenal and music and stuff like that. Do Music Friday and repost stuff. So yeah, catch me there. Ollie.Sinclair556. That's my personal account where I do a lot of stories and posts and comment on people's and DM stuff. And then for less personal stuff, Aaron_Ramsdale fan page 1. That's my fan page. And finally, Ollie556 on TikTok. You can also find me on Xbox and PlayStation if you want to find me. That obviously do DM me about that. I do not have any Twitter, Snapchat, or Facebook as of yet. But obviously, just find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and then for any other social medias, just click on my bio or DM me, as I said, for Xbox and PlayStation. But no, big up Arrest, big up the panel as well. I don't want to big up everyone because it's about 10 people. But no, as I said, join my stream, DJ Sinclair, like and subscribe if you're new. And also watch back some of my short videos for the watch hours because I'm currently struggling a lot with the public watch hours. So go watch them back and big up Arrest as well. So I'm out. I'll delay the stream 5 minutes. Everyone get ready.
I know. Do you want to quickly give your thoughts and then you can go?
So yeah, also of course 1-5-0. They struggled the first half, but then the second half they just took Forest and destroyed him. Arthur, I don't know what you're on about, but yeah. So yeah, just Arsenal. They do what they do this season. Zurich, I get what Mane is saying. It's a big test. Players need to perform. If they don't, then they will just be in trouble. Also, if the players don't perform, and then they might go into the round of 32 if they finish second place. And so, yeah, and of course, this is the first time in a long time Arsenal are on good form going into a Chelsea match. Last time they beat us 4-2. They went on good form, and we were on good form. So maybe the tables have switched, and we will beat them hopefully. But I think also may win, depending on the lineup and the performance of our players.
Back your man into Potter, man. What's up, man? Back him up. But
but yeah, follow me on Twitter is Anu_coach_corner. Insta Anu_coach_corner. And on YouTube, of course, they'll Coach's Corner. And yeah, I should actually change that. We have hit 200 subscribers, so it will be now the road to 250 subscribers. So, but big up everyone on
Big up,
big up Forest.
Big up, bro.
Yeah, up the Chelsea we move.
Oh, wrong person.
Why are you putting a big screen to me now?
Wrong person. Go on, lad. Go on.
Obviously, great win, 5-0. Couldn't really ask much more. Party won the goal. Party's one of the best midfielders in the league this season.
Okay, yeah. I think that's
I love how we're resting all
No. Put it back on big screen. Put it back on big screen. Oi.
What did you say to that?
Put it back on big screen.
To be fair, yeah, you can
right.
say more.
So I think Partey's been top 3 midfielders in the league this season. Obviously, that's my opinion. But yeah, good win. Onto Chelsea next in the Prem. So yeah, hopefully win that as well. And I'll have MK on Wednesday and Hannah on Saturday for reviews of the game.
What's the YouTube channel, man? Shout out the YouTube channel.
Joel Gunner TV, obviously down there on YouTube and Instagram. So yeah, so go subscribe. I think I'm on like 42 subscribers now. So yeah.
Big up Joel. Big up Joel for joining. But yeah, Mason. See your thoughts of Arsenal.
Yeah, man. You don't need to put me on the big screen. It's cool. I just want to go back to what Mane was saying, actually, with really good points on saying that we have got another big game midweek against Zurich, because we do. I know a lot of Arsenal fans are trying to swing that one, saying that It's not. It's easy. It's easy. This we're already through. But just remember, if we do finish second, for example, we will face one of the Champions League sides who are third. But bear in mind, if we do our job on Thursday night and beat Zurich, then what a surprise, we get a bye past the first round, which is fantastic, which means more rest for our players. So, Arsenal fans, please stop saying that we got to now focus on Chelsea. We've still got a midweek game. We've made it harder for ourselves because we lost to PSV, which, let's all be real, they didn't play well at the Emirates and they turned it up for the game there. But also, we were flipping terrible. And I don't know about anyone else who was watching that as Arsenal fans, but I was literally thinking, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah,
that poor. Right?
Shocking.
On to the Nottingham Forest game. Now I've got that little rant out of the way. I watched it from the beginning, first minute till last, and we got the early goal. Good. I've been saying that we need early goals. We need them. Martinelli, brilliant player. Then we sort of went into that little patch where Nottingham Forest were sort of getting into the swing of things leading up towards the half time. But we got to half time, 1-0 up. Fantastic. Second half, we kick-started the game really bloody well, and we absolutely blew them out the waters, which, may I just add, you would flip and expect with this club. You would expect Arsenal to beat Nottingham Forest. Okay? No need to remind me of the game in the FA Cup. I know that one flipping hurt. But let's just play. It wasn't as good as the lineup that we played at the weekend, which is fair enough. We won 5-0, but still we've got to be cautious now going into, first of all, the Zurich game and then second of all, the Chelsea game. Chelsea did lose, of course, so they'll be looking to have that momentum. And also, the thing is with Aubameyang, which I believe Ollie mentioned, which he might not like me saying this, but I am going to say it. Aubameyang was really forced to move from Barcelona, may we just add. Never ever wanted this to happen on a player, even if they're ex-Arsenal or not. He got robbed. Armed robbers went into his house. We don't need to get into the story. I'm sure everyone knows. And his family, obviously really scared as well as him, moved away from Barca and now moved to London, which is where they was confirmed as safer. And I believe that's probably what they really do believe in. So that's up to them. I don't think we need to be worried too much about midweek, but I do think we need to take the game seriously, because if we step off the gas, then we will have to play that first round and it's going to be painful. But other than that, we're doing well. We're back top of the league. I know it's early. Everyone keeps saying it's early, but how long until people start taking Arsenal seriously? Not for title contenders, because we all know City are going to win that, but as top 4 competitors, we will be in top 4. Like, it's brilliant at this stage. At this stage, I don't see anyone at this stage with the amount of points not getting top 4. All right, if Arsenal bottle that, yeah, Arteta out for me. But at the moment, one game at a time, we're doing it. We're top of the league. Arsenal fans, sing their hearts out because we're there. Let's not get too hyped, but let's not get too worried. We're top of the league. Hold on. It's very cold in my room. Up the fucking Gunners.
Big up yourself. To those that are joining Ollie's stream, you guys can leave now if you wish to and get prepared for Ollie's stream. So I think Marnie, you're one of them, right? So Marnie, do you want to shout your social before you leave?
By all means, thank you. You can catch me on Twitter at Thangatharo1981, my surname and my year of birth. You can also catch me on Instagram at MannyThangatharo1981, which is my full name and my year of birth. No YouTube channels of my own, but you can catch me almost on several other channels on YouTube. Obviously, a huge shout out to Oris Talks Football. Delighted to be associated with this channel, everything involved with it, and happy to be a co-host as well. Also, huge shout out to Hanno's Coach Corner, doing a lot more work with him, obviously, with the cricket and with some football watch-alongs. Del Boy Gunner TV, S. Featley TV, Tony Claude Gunner TV, Danny AFC TV. Huge shout out, of course, as well to UTC IAD, that's up the cherries in all departments, the Bournemouth fan channel. Love doing streams with these guys as well whenever I possibly can. I also want to make sure that I'm prepared well to work with them. It's amazing. Terrific guys, terrific content as well. And, I'm just happy to go on different streams on YouTube, say what I want to say, let the chips fall where they may. I'm actually heading over to DJ's and Sinclairo's stream right now, Ollie's stream. So it's good fun, and it's good to be involved with a bunch of guys who might be young enough to be my sons, but who have as much football knowledge as me. Good, respectful conversations. A little cheekiness at times, but that's what's expected. It keeps me young at times, and I'm just so happy. So hope to see you all again soon on the same channel. Until then, peace. Enjoy your Halloween. Have yourselves a good night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'm out.
Big up, Manny. See you on your stream.
Big up, my bro. Big up.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
I'm actually going to have to leave right now, but I'll quickly give my Man United thoughts. As much as I annoy United fans, I will say this. Well played. You beat West Ham. Good result. Marcus Rashford. Whenever United fans call him Trashford, I'm there laughing. But then I'm also reminding you of the good things he's done in life. Scored big goals, big games, including Arsenal, which broke my heart. Liverpool. But do we really count him as a
Feeding the kids as well.
Who?
Feeding the kids as well. Good stuff.
Yeah, come on, bro. Let me get onto that, man. Yeah, obviously he's done big things for the Manchester kids as well. Like big up the Manchester people. David would obviously smack me up if I didn't big up the Manchester people. So big up true fan devil. Yeah. I'll shout out my socials quick. MK the Don, obviously on Instagram. Obviously I do YouTube on Reese Talks Football, proud co-host and that. Big up yourself, let me on here, Crazy Gooner. Obviously you can catch me on here on Saturdays when I smoke up Deji. Also you can catch me on a few other YouTube channels. Hannah's Corner, I hosted a stream there which you can look back on. And also I'll be joining a few Gunners channels this week as well. But yeah, thanks for having me, bro. And
big up Mason, man.
Yes, big up Mason.
Big up, boys. I'm gonna go. Hanno said do anything that. Sorry, Manny, should I say, said don't do anything he wouldn't do. So I'm gonna go get up to some no good. Okay.
Big up, bro.
Big up. I'm only joking, just in case any police are watching.
Yeah.
Big up, man.
Big up, boys. Enjoy.
Big up. Obviously, Man United game. I already talked about yesterday. I did a match reaction. So, Elliot, do you know? What's your thoughts quickly?
Yeah, obviously, it's a good result for you lot. I know wins and win in the day might not be the most.
By the way, Ronaldo did nothing, Ryan. Oh yeah, carry on then,
yeah.
Shush.
Obviously, yeah, Ronaldo. He's a bit on and off the season, but yeah. Same with Man United, really. I mean, quite inconsistent this season, but obviously I think Ten Hag's still trying to find, his best players to play. He's only new, so I'm sure he'll get adjust to the Premier League at some point. I feel like he's definitely doing an all right job for you lot, though. He's not doing that bad. So obviously I don't know who you've got in Europa League. I can't remember.
We've got Real Sociedad away. We have to win.
Oh, that's going to be tricky then. So
yeah, we have to score more than one goal to top of the group, so it's going to be tough.
That's going to be tough for you lot. I reckon you'll still beat them, but
I think we will. Yeah.
Is it away or is it at home?
Away, yeah. Because we lost at home 1-0. Yeah.
That's true, but I feel like.
Ryan, your thoughts on your star boy Ronaldo?
Right, honest. I'm going to talk about the game first of all, and then I'll get into that. But right, first of all, great win for Man United. I'm really happy for Rashford. I think that Rashford has come in for some stick at times due to his finishing, and understand that. But I think that this goal was a very special goal. It really was. Obviously, great delivery in. And Rashford obviously wanted it more and got in front, and great header as well. So, yeah, fair play to her. I like Rashford. I think he's a great guy. Like I say, off the field as well, does a lot of things as well. So, he is. He's a great guy, and like I say, it's good to see him score in this one. West Ham offered nothing. But, you know, yeah, you're at Old Trafford, so you know, obviously bound to dominate the game. But West Ham maybe should have brought a bit more to the table. Really, they were a bit. Yeah, I expect a bit more from West Ham. But admittedly, though, they did look quite dangerous towards the end of the game. But you saw out the game. But let's talk about Ronaldo for a second, because I understand that he didn't score, which I am a bit disappointed about, because he did have the chances to score. He did have some opportunities, but he obviously didn't score. But I still think he looked quite lively. He still looked quite good. And yeah, he didn't score, but you can't expect him to score every game when he's only had the game time he has had. He's got to have a run in the side to see the consistent goals coming for me. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, you know, obviously in the Europa League for you guys, see who he starts in that one. But yeah, I'll always love Ronaldo. You'll never ever change my opinion on Ronaldo, Oris, so keep trying, but it's never going to happen.
100%. But yeah, we will wrap up now, guys. Yeah, because we hit the 1 hour mark. Well, we went over that. But yeah, guys, by the way, I know, well, Elliot and Ryan know this, but for the viewers, if there's a stream scheduled called Test for 8 p.m., just leave that out, guys. That's for another thing. It won't be live. Just leave that out, guys. That will be gone soon. But yeah, there is a test that is scheduled for 8 p.m., but just know that, guys, whoever's watching. So, Elliot, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, DJ Critty. Go subscribe to that channel. You can see it down there. And also, I'm on Instagram as well, DJ Critty_. And yeah, TikTok as well, DJ Critty. You basically search any social media, Twitter, Snapchat. I'll be on there. So yeah, thank you, Orest, as always. And also, don't forget to smash that button on this video and subscribe to Orest Football as well.
100% big up for joining. Ryan, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on my own YouTube channel, of course, for the Seal Town Fan TV. Just uploaded a video recently, so like I said today, just earlier on, so please go and check that out. But yeah, subscribe to me as well. It'd be great to have some new people on. Also, my socials, HTFTV8 as well. Go and give me a follow on Instagram and Twitter. But yeah, as always, thank you for having me on. It's been great. And yeah, everybody subscribe to this amazing channel. It's great to be part of this community we've got going here. But yeah, thanks as always.
100%
Yes,
big up YouTube
big
for
up
joining.
Ryan.
Big up YouTube for joining. Obviously, big up guys whoever's tuning in right now is watching this watch play. So yeah, do smash the like, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, see you guys soon. Big up.